The first MLS midweek of the season. And if history has any say in it, it will be a game that matters. LAFC and the Sounders. A matchup that came in like a lion and continues to roar ever since. It had become one-way traffic in this clash of the league's elite, with the black and gold going unbeaten in 10 straight. That came to an abrupt stop last November in the conference semifinal. Just 72 hours after an inspiring performance against Western Conference leaders Vancouver. An opportunity to flex. 3 points at home is on the menu. A cold side dish of payback would make a welcome dessert. Hello everyone, it's Max. Time now for the keys to the match presented by Lexus. Midweek football here at BMO Stadium, LAFC and the Seattle Sounders, enough said. The first key is you got to get the transition game clicking. It didn't fall into place in Vancouver. LAFC had some chances. If they were a little bit more clinical, they would have won that game. You're facing a Sounders team that possesses the ball a lot. Historically, you've been able to turn them over and get goals on the transition. You got to do it again. The next key is you got to win the set piece battle. Seattle gets a ton of corner kicks. They've got really good free kick takers, but they haven't had a lot of set piece goals. Meanwhile, LAFC hasn't had a lot of set pieces, but they've gotten goals, including one off a throw-in against the Whitecaps. So you've got to win that competition and make sure you don't give Seattle too many looks at the other end. The final key, and this one's kind of crazy, you've got to keep an eye on former LAFC forward Danny Musovski. He's revitalized his career. He has been a menace. 5 goals in 5 games, which ties a Sounders record. What you got to do, make sure the Moose doesn't get loose. First MLS midweek of the season. Let's go, black and gold.
This one whipped in a little bit more viciously. Bell didn't leave it for his goalkeeper. Chance from the edge of the box. It took a deflection and Thomas spills it into his own goal. Twisting and turning, still has it. Good challenge back in. Really good defensive play from Igor Jesus. And now tries to spring the ball in behind. Abobasi in on goal. Cuts back on Bell. Abobasi scores!
be checked for offside. So pause the excitement for just a moment.
It took me no shoe assist.
That was for sure not offsides though, right? For sure not. Right to him. It was like, that would have been on 4-3-3 for sure.
And it's right down the middle for Delgado. Ordaz out wide. Martinez at the edge of the box, pulls it back. Martinez, lovely turn. The flick finish.
But I want you to focus on young Nathan Ordaz. The guy only needs one boot on to get an assist in this goal.
Y Zapato, muy crack, muy bien.
No getting better.
No.
Jesus. LAFC played some excellent football tonight. Defensively strong, lots of keeping the ball and moving it around. And Steve Trundle said, look, at times I want to be that little bit slower in the build-up, not just forcing everything. You can argue he's got that balance just about perfect tonight.
Yeah, two words that are constantly like thrown at LAFC: counter-attacking team, transition team. And I feel like sometimes people don't fully understand what that means. Transition doesn't mean that you just bunker in, absorb pressure, and just play the long ball that breaks. No, sometimes transition is just when you change the tempo. So these are moments right here where you can create transition opportunities by drawing Seattle out, creating that space to exploit him behind, and then when the moment's on, you transition by changing the pace. Maybe it's a one-touch ball that breaks that line that can play in Ordaz, or play in a Bouanga, play in a Martinez.
The football again, the build-out is sensational. Martinez, Denny Bouanga, lots of space. Ordaz making a really good run at the far post. Denny Bouanga's going to try going alone! Denny Bouanga was not to be denied. He powers it home. 3-0, and this one will count.
Goal tonight and why?
Let me think of the goals first.
Didn't leave it for his goalkeeper. Chance from the edge of the box. It took a deflection, and Thomas spills it into his own goal. Really good defensive play from Igor Jesus, and now tries to spring the ball in behind. Abobasi in on goal. Cuts back on Bell. Abobasi scores. Clinical from Jeremy Abobasi, 1v1. Lots of space. Ordaz making a really good run at the far post. Denny Bouanga's going to try going alone. Denny Bouanga was not to be denied. He powers it home.
Yeah, boa. Yeah, boa.
We're creating with it again here. Yeboah. Ordaz wants it on the far side. Yeboah's going to hold up to it and score. Only one thing in mind when he had that ball on his foot.
Después con la derecha. Perfecto. Yeah, boa. Yeah, boa.
I'll give it to Yeboah and Jebo.
Relentless from minute one. LAFC, 4 goals, clean sheet. And a statement to the rest of the Western Conference. Back in top form.
Igor's a machine, so you know if someone's in his area and he has the opportunity to win the ball, he's going to win it.
Alex back in. Really good defensive play from Igor Jesus.
That allows you to prepare for what comes next. For me, what I saw was that their back line was very high. Their team was pretty spread. I knew that if I just got behind him, Igor has the quality and the vision to put that ball into space.
And now tries to spring the ball in behind. Abobasi.
It's you two in a lot of space, and you have to make the right decision to execute.
Abobasi in on goal. Cuts back uphill. Abobasi scores. Clinical from Jeremy Abobasi 1v1. Well, that all comes from a delicious assist from Igor Jesus.
Jeremy Abobasi is going to get his name on the score sheet, but you saw half of LAFC's team sprint to Igor Jesus to celebrate with him because it's an absolute peach of a pass.